I'm fine, stop worrying. Liu Yuning's Candid Livestream turns concern into connection. Welcome to Meomi PopScope, where we go beyond headlines to uncover the human side of your favorite stars, and today, all eyes are on Liu Yuning. On April 28, 2026, during a casual livestream that quickly turned emotional, Liu Yuning addressed a question fans couldn't stop asking: was he still sick after his recent Nanjing concert? His answer came swiftly, bluntly, and with a signature edge of humor. He insisted he was fine, and even if he weren't, he had no intention of turning it into a spectacle. In his words, he's not someone who plays weak. That tone, half stubborn, half reassuring, set the mood for the entire broadcast. Rather than dramatizing his condition, Liu leaned into honesty. Yes, he had caught a cold. Yes, it affected his breathing. But what surprised fans most was his attitude, a mix of resilience and dry humor that bordered on philosophical. He joked that if he could live, he'd live well, and if not, then so be it. It wasn't nihilism, but rather a refusal to gain sympathy through vulnerability. For some viewers, it felt refreshing. For others, a little concerning. And then came the twist, the thrilling drama. With playful exaggeration, Liu reenacted how his cold worsened, apparently triggered by exercising on the very first day he got sick. Add dramatic background music and a few self-deprecating remarks about getting older, and the livestream suddenly felt like a one-man show. Fans flooded the chat, joking they were watching a suspense series rather than a health update. But behind the humor was something more intentional. Liu admitted he didn't even think a live stream was necessary. Yet he showed up anyway, for one simple reason: reassurance. He explained that if he ever felt truly unwell, he would choose not to go live at all. For him, live streaming isn't about obligation or visibility, it's about sharing positive energy. "I'll definitely be here when I can," he promised, subtly pushing back against the pressure to always be present. This balance between responsibility and boundaries has become a defining part of his public image. Looking back, this isn't the first time Liu has worked through discomfort. Just days earlier in Nanjing, he performed despite breathing difficulties, even stepping on stage with throat lozenges in hand. And this pattern stretches further, through toothaches, minor surgeries, and recurring skin issues linked to stress. Perhaps most striking was his decision to undergo vocal cord surgery in private, informing almost no one in his family. It raises a question worth asking: where is the line between dedication and self-neglect? Over time, Liu's perspective on health seems to have evolved. Once dismissive of supplements and self-care routines, he now admits to carrying medicine when traveling. He recognizes that health is the foundation for everything, but still resists the idea of centering his identity around it. It's a quiet shift, one that reflects growth without abandoning his core personality. And maybe that's exactly why fans stay. Because Liu Yuning doesn't fit neatly into expectations. He refuses scripted answers, turns off live stream tipping, and often shows up without filters, literally and figuratively. There's a rawness to his interactions, a sense that what you see is what you get. Tough on the surface, but undeniably considerate underneath. During the live stream, that duality was on full display. He dismissed concern with a firm tone, yet took the time to explain, to joke, to connect. Strength and gentleness, coexisting in a way that feels both contradictory and real. So here's something to think about: do fans feel reassured because he's strong, or because he lets them see just enough vulnerability behind that strength? As the line between public figure and private individual continues to blur, Liu Yuning seems to be writing his own rules, one live stream at a time. If you enjoy deep dives into celebrity moments that go beyond the surface, subscribe to Meomi PopScope on YouTube and join the conversation.